What's up, guys? It's Special K, and we are back for episode 2 of my Bloons Tower Defense playthrough. In the last episode, we took down Monkey Lane easy. We got up to rank 15. We have 90 total monkey money for our efforts. And, yeah, that's basically all that we've done so far. Here's a look at the towers and what we've got so far, just so you guys know where we're at. So for most of the towers, we've gotten about 3-2, except for a couple. Like, the further down they get, the less upgrades they'll have, as you might guess. 2-2 on most of these, 1-2-1 on that. Nothing for the Buccaneer because we couldn't use them yet. Only 1 for the Ace because we recently used them. 1-1 for the Super Monkey. 1-0 for the Apprentice, and nothing for the Village, unfortunately. So now that we're on our now we've been updated and we, I guess, up to date on what we've been doing, we're gonna just jump right into it. Head over to Park Path Easy. Again, since it's a beginner track on Easy, is the exact same reward as Monkey Lane Easy. So 75 monkey money is how much we will be awarded for beating this. So usually when it's a beginner track, strategies don't often change that much because it's just like so easy at this point and it's basically the same thing. When we get into intermediate and advanced tracks, we're going to start using different strategies for each track. But for now, it's pretty simple. We're just going to be probably using very similar strategies for each beginner track. I'm trying to decide if I want to place my boomerang thrower here or here, and I think I'm going to go here. Going to get multi-target, and we're going to start this. Now, I was looking over my last video, and keep in mind, it's my first ever video, and I have to say, I definitely think I can improve on my commentary from last time. I definitely need to stop losing my train of thought. I need to have a clear idea of what I'm saying. And I definitely don't want to stutter it as much. So I'm going to make an effort to work on that. So from now on, I'm doing it now, see? From now on, well, hopefully things will have improved and won't have any issues with that. I don't think I'm going to be starting any new series for a little bit. I was considering actually putting up a Pokemon Nuzlocke playthrough. However, the quality for that is not exactly top-notch, and I don't really think it's upload-worthy in its current state. What I hope to get at some point is a capture card for the 3DS, which would definitely help out. So if I do, you'll probably see some Pokemon stuff start going up, hopefully sometime soon. And if that does happen, then I think it'll end up being pretty cool. So as you can see, I'm going to be putting down the Buccaneer. As you probably guess, you can only put them on water. Park Path is interesting because there's a few places where the stream doesn't look any bigger, but it technically is. Basically, it's here, obviously in the middle. You can fit about 2 Buccaneers in the middle, and for some reason down here too. Of course, this is not a very good place to put a Buccaneer. Usually just put one in the middle or right here. I'm going to get 2 total, so I can get a lot of experience for it. I'll start off with just 1 there, and then another 1 in the middle. You could put 2 in the middle, but I prefer to just put 1 in there because, I don't know, personal preference thing. Now, my opinions for the Buccaneer as a whole, as a tower, I'd have to say, well, I definitely like that it's unique in the sense that it's a water tower, but I really wish that there was another water tower because eventually it gets pretty bland just using the Buccaneer over and over again because it's the only thing that can be used in water, unless you're counting the Tribal Turtle, which is a special agent. This issue gets slightly resolved when the pontoon special agent came out, which you could put onto water, and that let you put land towers onto water. So that definitely helped, but it wasn't a new water tower. It was just more room for land towers. So a common idea that I've seen before is a monkey submarine. Back in my earlier days, I suggested a monkey submarine. Um, I thought it was a pretty good idea. I think that most people want to see a new water tower. That's one of the things that a lot of people have been vouching for BTD6. So if that game is ever made, um, hopefully we'll see some more water towers in there. At least one more is what I'd like to see, because I mean, you don't have to put in like 5 more, of course, because then it would just be kind of ridiculous, especially since water is it's not even in some tracks, so that would basically be like making 5 towers or so that can only be used in certain tracks. So I think that just adding 1, maybe 2 more water towers would be a good idea, so that they aren't being excluded too much, but there's enough variety so that you don't feel like you're just using the same tower over and over again. Just my opinions on the matter. I think I'll put an apprentice right here. I like to put a super monkey right there, so put an apprentice here. Something I'm looking forward to unlocking is the banana farm. The reason I am is, as any of you who know this game well enough should definitely know, is the banana farm is a support tower, so it doesn't attack, it only helps you out. What it does is it spews out bananas, which give you extra cash bonuses, and of course that's very helpful and everything, and you might think like, well, why would I spend cash to get more cash? It pays itself off fairly quickly, so it's a very efficient tower, and especially when you get into the later upgrades, it basically is a necessity for most expert and extreme tracks. It's almost a requirement because they're just so difficult, and you need to get a lot of firepower out as fast as you can. So you really just gotta set up the farms, get enough cash so that you can get that firepower. But at the same time, you gotta be careful using your farms, because if you spend too much money on them, of course, you aren't spending enough on your defenses, and that's when it can lead to problems, in the sense that you start losing lives, and the next thing you know, you're out. So yeah, it's definitely a delicate balance, as are most things, because you can never have too much of one thing. Is what like, let me put it this way: you can have too much of a good thing in this sense, and it makes total sense. Like if you're spending way too much, oh man, I forgot about the camos. If you're spending way too much cash on your how much do we need to get? Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to get those in a while. We'll throw out a ninja, I suppose. Right around here should be fine. Where was I? Yeah, okay, so you can't have too much of a banana farm, because, as you might expect, you're spending too much time on a tower that doesn't even attack. Then eventually your towers that you're currently using get outclassed, and you're scrambling to survive. So definitely can be risky. If you're in a beginner track, the only time it's really risky is if you're just massing them in the early rounds and not even paying attention to your defenses. Otherwise, you should be pretty much set to farm as much as you want in the beginner tracks. At the same time, though, farming is not necessary at all for beginner tracks, so it sort of balances out there. Like, it's so easy to do, but there's not any real point. It's more of a luxury in beginner tracks than anything else, because it really doesn't help it altogether very much. So, yeah, longer cannons is a nice upgrade for Buccaneer. Gives it a wide range boost. And one of the good things about the Buccaneer is that it does have a considerable range, especially with the longer cannons. It gets about a third of the map covered. And if you get the third upgrade on the right path, it upgrades the range, so it's basically, oh, there's the banana farm, there we go. It basically becomes, yes, I know what a banana farm does. The range basically extends to about half of the entire map. So if you get 2 of them and you place them, say like here and here, if that was possible, you would have coverage for the entire track with those 2 Buccaneers. So that's one consolation for the fact that they're limited in where you can place them, is that they have a wide enough range that it doesn't usually matter. So definitely nice that you have that. I think I'm gonna get another boomer so we can get some more upgrades on this guy, because really, he's not too good until you have the tier 3 upgrades. Oh, I almost got ricochet. There we go. I'm gonna get one of those to ricochet, and I'll wait for the next one. And I'm also gonna get another banana farm, because you want to get upgrades on these guys quickly, so that by the time you get to like medium and hard and intermediate, advanced, and further down the line in tracks, you'll have all the upgrades on these guys, so that there shouldn't be any trouble getting the defenses you need to survive. That's basically what it is. Just like when you unlock farms. Oh, ninja, nice. When you unlock farms, I would suggest using them, not like too much that it's risky, but using them enough so that you can get some upgrades on them, and they become worth your time. Because when they're unupgraded, they really don't do much. When they have the first upgrade, they're okay, but really what you want to get is the second upgrade, the banana plantation, and then they become pretty useful, and they only get better after that. Continuing right down the line, we're almost at level 4, round, I said level. We're almost at round 40 now. I'm going to be saving up for a super monkey now, just so we can get one out early. Won't have any troubles, hopefully. As you can see, lightning is an extremely effective upgrade. It's sort of like ricochet, almost, in a sense. What's nice about lightning is that it can, it's not limited by the range of the monkey apprentice. It's only limited as the distance between the balloons it's connecting to, just like the glaive ricochet. So I think it definitely has a max pop count, so it's not going to pop every single balloon on the screen once, just like the ricochet has a max pop, although it's pretty high, because the lightning is instantaneous, whereas the ricochet takes time. So it has a maximum pop, so you aren't just going to be like, bam, zap, one layer off every single balloon on the screen. Thankfully, our crow's nest helps out with those camos, and monkey sense is going to make that even better. By the way, fun fact, on O2, Monkey Princess is the cheapest tower that can hit every single balloon type in the entire game, including leads, camos, camo leads, whites, blacks, zebras, and Moab class balloons. So it's the most versatile tower at the cheapest price, which is pretty cool actually. It's literally, what is this, like 4, yeah, so about 500, and around 300 for the first upgrade plus this, which is about another 300. So really just for a little over $1,000 you can get a detection for everything. Of course, it's not really good detection for everything, but it's detection for everything all the same. Now, long life bananas that last longer than normal bananas, that's only really useful if you're like don't often have your mouse over here so that they don't just disappear. But if you do, then it's basically a useless upgrade. However, it is a stepping stone to the rest of the right path. So my thinking is you're gonna have to get it eventually. Might as well get it now. Oh no, that was mean. I have a lot of money, and I didn't realize that I unlocked that. Whoops, probably should have got that. Oh, nice, I didn't even see that either. Yeah, probably could have avoided that 1 life loss had I recognized that. Feel a little silly now. I'm gonna get 2 mortars, I think. Mortars are have infinite range like snipers. You just aim wherever you want on the map for them to aim at, and it'll explode there. Actually, I'm gonna put this one here. Of course, blacks and zebras are immune. And at first, they aren't very good because they, as you can see, the target's pretty large, which means that they can fire like anywhere inside this. Of course, this upgrade makes it much more specific, but for now, it's definitely definitely not as good. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going along here and popping these balloons, I guess. As you can see, just unlocked the banana plantation. That makes it much more effective, the banana farms. So once you have that, you're basically good to go in terms of farms. Also got the increased accuracy for my mortars, I think it was. Did I see that? Maybe I did. Hang on, I'll just wait till the end of this round for a second. Boomerangs are doing very well, as you can see. The 3-tier upgrades are pretty effective for low cost, although they get outclassed by other things. There's the Destroyer and Epic Range. The Destroyer is a very nice upgrade. Basically makes it fire darts much faster. So it becomes pretty dang good then. Yeah, so there's my increased accuracy for those, which will make it more effective and more precise. And yeah, I think that's about it. We're finishing up the last round now, and we should be done with this no problem. As you can see, the destroyers are literally just destroying. Unlock Flash Bomb, 3rd-tier upgrade for the Ninja Monkey. It stuns balloons, so that's kind of nice. And valuable bananas, which means that if you get, instead of bananas costing 20 bucks, they cost 30. So yeah, we beat Park Path on easy. I think now, thank you guys for watching, and next time we're going to be coming back, move on to the next track. That's right. I'll see you guys next time when we take on the Rink Easy. So until then, thanks again for watching,